they would see that as a threat, right, and will lead us back into that atomic war, man. So as the Americans do their thing with the Russians, man, Netanyahu right here is he's still happy. You'll still be harping on that issue with the Iranians, man, watching their moves closely, all right, especially a move like this right here, right. And here's the thing, man, right? You already got tension between the Americans and the Russians, right? But then with further tensions between the little brothers, as if it were, namely the little brother of America being Israel, right? And the little brother of Russia being Iran, right? With tensions between those two, man, right? We'll go into a World War III scenario, all right? And let me get on to the next article. It says, here's how Israel thinks it could attack Iran without setting off World War III. And this is again in 2012, this November. It says, Israeli military leaders have conducted a war game situation on a strike on Iran's nuclear facilities 3 days after U.S. Presidential election. This is going way back, by the way. It says, they concluded such a operation could be pulled off without plunging the whole region into war. It says Iranian experts disagree, man. Right, and so they were considering it, man. And look at the factors that I mentioned on the previous page, man. Factors is their nuclear power stations, and it's them Israelis, right? Them so-called Jews, man, carrying out the attack, right? And last but not least, it says, towards the World War III scenario, the role Israel plays in triggering attack on Iran. Now this was, I believe it was, might be August 2010, right? It says, the stockpiling and deployment of advanced weapon systems directed against Iran started in immediate wake of 2003 bombing and invasion of Iraq, man. Right, so going all the way back there, right? Going all the way back there when they went up into Iraq, man, they were stockpiling missiles against Iran. All right, read that again. It says the stockpiling and deployment of advanced weapon system directed against Iran started in the immediate wake of the 2003 bombings and invasion of Iraq, man. All right, so this World War III scenario has already been played out many a times, man. They simulated it, right? And they know how they want to orchestrate it. But guess what, man? This is when the Most High is going to step in, and it's going to go way out of control, man. Right? Notwithstanding, your elites, man, they're going to survive, right? But only to be the first fruits of captivity, all right? It says, from the outset, right, these war plans were led by the U.S., really by them so-called Jews, man. Not get it twisted, right? Which use America as the war engine, right? The great meat grinder, right? Used Rome as as a means of pushing out their false doctrine. They used money, and they use their money central is Britain, man, London. Right? It says right, these war plans were led by the U.S. invasion in liaison with NATO and Israel. It says, following the 2003 invasion of Iraq, the Bush administration identified Iran and Syria as the next stage of the roadmap to war. This is U.S. military sources intimated that an aerial attack on Iran could involve a large-scale deployment of large deployment comparable to U.S. shock and awe bombing raids on Iraq in 2003. All right, now, that's pretty much all I need to pull out of this particular article. I might leave it there so you can understand the whole history and all of that, but it's pretty much it, man. You can see that they've been stockpiling missiles, man, surrounding Iran, and I believe this image military bases. Check out the military bases, the U.S. military bases, right, all up in there, man. Those are all U.S. military bases all around Iraq, man. Sorry, not Iraq. Sorry, around Iran. You go right around Iraq, Iran, man. Right, that's all U.S. military bases right there. You can see here, U.S. military base. One here, right, one here, all the way around here. It's right around so-called Iran, man. All the way around there, man. So guess what, man? The scriptures is completely 100 on point, percent on point. And the men that bring it out are 100% on point, man. Right? You can find these articles, you can break it down yourself and all that, man. You can have your faith confirmed that the elders are right on point in what they say, right? And you know the least of the flock shall draw the Iranians out, which is going to be them so-called Jews, right? And you know they've already stockpiled missiles against Iran, right? So it's just a waiting game, which is just a waiting game right now, man. Like the scripture says, although it's gonna be like a woman travailing in birth, man. Right, so you're gonna have some action. You're gonna be stop action for a little while, but then the contractions get closer and closer, right? And that's what the time we're in right now, where persistently you see things of a war-like nature on the news every day, man. But I'm assuming this article is gonna be a good article to read, and it's gonna be good in understanding how Israel, how the role of Israel is the role Israel plays in triggering the war in Iran. But the proof I was going for that, man, I got it pretty much on the head, Lord's book, man. All right. And with that, pretty much I'm gonna say double honors to the apostles of GMS, honest you brothers that be pushing this truth and sincerity. And Lord's will bring out. I'll see you on the next one, man. Shalom.